Liza is here with that. He is under pressure, Chris. Walk us through all of these things he's facing right now.
Okay, I'm going to do it, but man, that polls all of them clip brings back the memories. Okay, let's go to the big board, and it is a big board, as you point out, Brianna, a lot of things going on. What a tangled web we weave. You can start anywhere, you can jump in, but let's jump in here. There's a House Democratic majority now, divided government. Donald Trump's learning that lesson, most importantly because Nancy Pelosi says, you know that January 29th invitation to give the State of the Union? Yeah, not so much anymore. Okay, staff vacancies. Now, Trump always says, so many people want to work for me, everyone's begging, but we've seen time and time again, whether it's communications director, some of his cabinet positions, people really not wanting to serve. So that's another one. The Syria withdrawal announced on Twitter. Lindsey Graham has said, well, maybe it's not exactly what it was. You saw Jim Mattis resign in protest as a result as Secretary of Defense. That's another one. The economy. I want to tie these two together. Economy and the shutdown. The economy broadly has been humming along for Donald Trump, but the shutdown, now in its 27th day, longest in history, is threatening to hurt the economic growth. And we know that the government underestimated the amount, by a significant amount, underestimated the amount of damage the shutdown could do to the broader economy. I mean, you guys have been talking about this, the Mueller probe. I mean, we could do just this connection as a pressure point for Donald Trump. Bob Mueller has found so much already. We're talking about 192 criminal convictions, 36 people and entities charged, 7 people have pled guilty, 4 have been sentenced to prison, 1, Paul Manafort, who has been convicted by a jury of his peers. Cabinet nominees. So we saw this on the Hill this week. We saw the acting EPA administrator, his hearing, confirmation hearing, as well as the Attorney General nominee. What's interesting about that is maybe they both get through, Brad. I'm not sure about the Senate votes, but both of them took a series of positions, whether it was on climate change or the Mueller probe, that were directly in opposition or close to directly in opposition to Donald Trump's established position. Okay, 2 more Senate Republicans. Look, no matter what Donald Trump says about how united they all are, there are cracks. Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, people getting more and more and more nervous that just saying, I want $5 billion for the wall isn't enough. I did shut down, a huge problem politically, huge problem just from the fact that you have 800,000 people, federal workers reporting to work, either not getting paid or furloughed. And the Watchdog report, this is about the emoluments clause. This is about, should Trump Tower have, should the Trump Hotel been used as the emoluments clause? Should it have been closed? The GSA, General Services Administration, was knocked by the Inspector General, said the way that they interpreted this when Donald Trump was elected president was incorrect. I mean, this is a big deal in any other administration. In the sweep of this, it's just one bubble. But it speaks to Donald Trump just getting squeezed from so many different angles. And I think he feels it. I think it's why you see some of his lashing out more and more. Brianna, back to you.
Certainly. Chris, thank you. As Nancy Pelosi pushes the president to move his State of the Union speech, the president reportedly tells his staff that they're getting crushed, something Chris Cillizza just talked about, in this shutdown fight. Plus, the Trump administration now admitting more children were separated from their parents at the border than previously reported. In fact, they don't even know the exact number. And new reporting from CNN that President Trump is fraying nerves inside of the Pentagon, in part because of his unpredictable decision-making.
Play She's a Rainbow.